Hi guys, I'm not going anywhere. That was the response from the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Kwasi Kwarteng, on Thursday afternoon as pressure began to grow on him and Liz Truss from all angles. He was in the US as part of an IMF meeting. Incidentally, this week the IMF had some harsh words for both him and Liz Truss over their uncosted tax cuts. Now he's in an open shouting match with the Bank of England, which seems to be at war with itself. And while the Prime Minister is talking about energy price caps, mortgage holders are facing massive rises in rates, some £500 plus extra per month. He claims he'll still be around next month. Let's have a listen to that.
Are you going to U-turn on big measures, further big measures in your mini budgets, as many seem to be speculating on right now?
Our position hasn't changed. I will come up with the medium-term fiscal plan on the 31st of October, as I said earlier in the week, and there'll be more detail there.
Is there a possibility that the corporation tax change, so keeping it at 19p, won't happen? The corporation tax will be raised? Is that on the cards?
So what I'm totally focused on is on delivering on the mini budget, making sure that we get growth back into our economy.
If you had to U-turn on a major part of your mini budget, would you have to consider your position as Chancellor?
I'm totally focused on the growth agenda, Faisal. I'm totally focused on making sure that people are helped with their energy bills, that the energy price guarantee is understood, that the scale of our intervention, credible intervention of the British state is understood, and that we can actually deliver this country a path, get us on a trajectory to growing the economy so that everyone benefits. And actually, what's fascinating to me here is that these are global challenges. People from the IMF, the World Bank, the G7, all of these officials and ministers are tackling the same problems.
But can you acknowledge what is the consensus in the market, the Bank of England have said it too, which is that there are specific factors at work at the UK following your mini budgets?
What I am going to acknowledge is the fact that it is a very dicey situation globally. That's what people are saying to me. The people are saying that
there's nothing specific
we understand.
Going on with the UK.
Look, there was some turbulence. I'm frank enough to accept that.
Okay.
After the mini, but where I'm sitting here talking about the global challenges, everybody is focused on inflation. Everybody's affected by potential interest rate rises. Everybody's affected by the energy price spikes, which have been exacerbated by Putin's illegal war in Ukraine. So everybody across the global financial community is really focusing on the same problems.
And you'll be Chancellor and Liz Truss will be Prime Minister this time next month? Absolutely,
100%. I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you very much.
Not going anywhere. Okay, so we can expect another U-turn on that probably. It seems to be the case that they're not going to U-turn on the mini budget after all, which begs the question, how are they going to deal with the fallout? Because the Bank of England have said that pension funds need to get their act together, need to get their house in order by Friday. If they don't, they're not going to get any support they're not going to get any support from the Bank of England. When I said earlier that the Bank of England is at war with itself, there's been mixed messaging coming out from the Bank of England. The governor of the Bank of England has said that the support for the markets will end. The Bank of England official notice said it will continue, then it was taken back. So it's unclear what's going to happen on Friday with the Bank of England. But it seems Kwasi Kwarteng is not going to undo any of his budget, his mini budget. So I think what they're doing now is going for broke. Just saying to hell with it. If we're removed from power, we're going to do as much damage as possible before we leave. You know, he's been called kamikaze. It was a kamikaze budget, or he was a kamikaze pilot, the one in charge of all of this. And it seems to be the case, because for the sake of the economy, you need to U-turn. For the sake of people's mortgages, you need to U-turn. You need to restore confidence in the market. And if you're not going to do that, it means you just don't care. And I think we're at this stage where both him and Liz Truss realize the writing is on the wall. We're going to leave. We're pretty much finished. Well, let's go out with a bit of a bang. Let's go out with damaging the economy as much as possible. Now, The more cynical would say this is in order to leave the Labour Party with an absolute mess. I don't think that's the case. I think this is the right-wing think tanks who are in charge, and they want to extract as much as they can from this government. And Liz Truss seems to be willing to do that. Now, there have been a few U-turns already, but on core policy, I don't think that's going to happen. And on Wednesday, Liz Truss delivered a speech in the House of Commons where she said that there'd be no cuts to public spending, which doesn't make sense either. So it's becoming more and more difficult to predict what this government is going to do. Are they going to U-turn? Are they not going to U-turn? Are they just going to allow the country to burn down? Or are they going to try and save their skins? If you have any ideas, let me know. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.